Luke 13:24 says, "Strive to enter through the narrow gate, for many, I say to you, will seek to enter and will not be able to. When once the master of the house has risen up and shut the door, you begin to stand outside and knock at the door, saying, 'Lord, open for us.' And he will answer and say to you, 'I do not know you, or where you are from.' Then you will begin to say, 'We ate and drank in your presence, and you taught in our streets.' But he will say to you, 'I tell you, I do not know you, or where you are from. Depart from me, all you workers of iniquity.'" Reading a passage like that in the Bible can be really intimidating and scary. Even when I was just alone reading it, I can't help but think, oh my gosh, could that be me? Could I be the servant knocking at the door with the master inside saying, "I don't know you"? And I'm like, but I spent so much time with you. I ate and drank with you, Jesus. You taught me, Jesus. And I'll be knocking and standing there. Then Jesus, my master, will say, "I don't know you, where you came from, you worker of iniquity." So I asked Jesus, I was like, who are these people that sat and ate and drank with you, and that you taught them in the street with them in front of you? Who are these people? So I felt like I should just keep reading, so I kept reading. And a couple lines later in the next chapter, it says this: "Now it happened, as he went into the house of one of the rulers of the Pharisees to eat bread on the Sabbath, that they watched him closely." So Luke 14 is pretty much Jesus sitting in the ruler of the Pharisees' house, healing a man in front of them, had an infirmity, on the Sabbath, which was wrong in their eyes, and pretty much calling out every single person at the table, the lawyers, the Pharisees, everyone who was watching him closely. I really encourage you to go and read Luke 14 for yourself, but he calls out these things that they're actively doing in the moment. In their house, Jesus is calling them out. Jesus is bold. So I began to realize these people who ate and drank with him, who on Judgment Day will knock and stand at that door knocking, with the master inside saying, "I don't know you," are these people, the Pharisees, the lawyers. But it can also be us. It's those whose hearts are so far from Christ. Jesus is pointing out every single reason to why their hearts are so far from the God that they serve. So Jesus ends up leaving the house, and there's multitudes following him, and he turns around and he starts talking to them, and he says this: "If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even his own life also, he cannot be my disciple." I remember when I first read that, I was like, Jesus, what are you talking about? What do you mean hate? Jesus uses hyperboles, like when he tells you to scoop out your eye if it causes you to look at someone the wrong way, or cut off your hand if it causes you to sin. They're hyperboles. It's showing the very real seriousness